Suicide. It's a topic many shy away from, yet it's one that cries out for our urgent attention. This crisis strikes men with a relentless force, cutting across all ages, races, and backgrounds, leaving a trail of heartbreak and loss. These aren't just numbers, these are fathers, brothers, sons, and friends. Each statistic is a soul lost, a story unfinished, a human tragedy that demands our empathy and action. We must shatter the silence, delve deep into the factors driving this crisis, and take decisive action to save lives. This is our collective responsibility. In today's video, we journey into the heart of this issue, seeking to uncover the root causes and the hidden pain. We'll explore the stark disparity in suicide rates between men and women and unravel what these numbers truly signify. We'll dissect the societal pressures that fuel this crisis and the barriers that keep men from seeking help, such as stigma and toxic masculinity. Most crucially, we'll discuss actionable steps to prevent male suicide, from community support to transformative policy changes. This is more than a call to action, it's a plea for understanding, a beacon of hope for men who are struggling. Together, we can turn the tide. The numbers reveal a harrowing and heart-wrenching reality. Across the globe, men are alarmingly more likely to end their own lives than women. This tragic disparity cuts across every culture, socioeconomic status, and age group. It's a global crisis that screams for our immediate and undivided attention. In the United States alone, suicide ranks as the 10th leading cause of death overall, but heartbreakingly, it's the 7th leading cause of death for men. This stark disparity underscores a critical and urgent issue. Men are silently suffering, and tragically, they're not receiving the support they desperately need. It's time to confront the magnitude of this crisis head-on and commit to unraveling the complex underlying factors that drive this devastating epidemic. From the tender age of innocence, boys are often burdened with the weight of unspoken expectations. Be a man, they're told, don't cry. These words, seemingly simple, carve deep scars into their hearts. These seemingly harmless phrases can have a profound impact on a man's emotional development, shaping their very essence. Over time, these societal expectations harden into an unyielding mask of masculinity, a facade they feel compelled to maintain. Men may feel an immense pressure to be strong, stoic, and self-reliant, even when their souls are crying out in silent agony. They may feel a deep sense of shame in admitting vulnerability or seeking help, fearing judgment and rejection. This internalized pressure can be incredibly isolating, creating a chasm that prevents men from reaching out for the support they so desperately need. It's a silent cry for help that often goes unheard, a battle fought in the shadows. The stigma surrounding mental health is a silent killer, especially for men. This stigma is deeply entrenched in societal expectations and cultural norms that dictate how a man should behave. Seeking help for emotional distress is often misinterpreted as a sign of weakness, a betrayal of the masculine ideal. From a young age, men are conditioned to be stoic, to be the rock, to never show vulnerability. This toxic stigma can prevent men from even acknowledging their struggles, let alone seeking professional help. The fear of being perceived as less of a man can be utterly paralyzing. They may fear being judged, ridiculed, or dismissed. The pressure to conform to traditional masculine roles can be suffocating, leaving them feeling isolated and trapped. They worry about the impact on their relationships, their careers, their very sense of self. The fear of losing respect or being seen as weak can be a monumental barrier. Beyond stigma, men face practical barriers to seeking help. Time constraints, financial limitations, and a lack of awareness about mental health resources can all stand in the way. Many are unaware of the resources available to them, or they lack access to affordable mental health care. The combination of stigma and practical barriers creates a daunting, often insurmountable challenge for men seeking help. Unmasking the risk factors, a closer look. In the shadows of our society, countless men grapple with silent battles, unseen and unheard. While there's no single cause of suicide, several risk factors can intertwine, creating a perilous web of vulnerability. Understanding these factors is not just crucial, it's a lifeline. It's the difference between despair and hope, between life and death. Economic hardship, such as unemployment or financial instability, can crush a man's spirit, eroding his sense of self-worth and purpose. Imagine the weight of the world pressing down with no relief in sight. Relationship breakdowns, whether it's the heart-wrenching loss of a partner, the agony of divorce, or the pain of estrangement from family, can leave a man feeling utterly isolated, emotionally shattered. Substance abuse, often a desperate attempt to numb the unbearable emotional pain, can spiral out of control, exacerbating mental health issues and increasing impulsivity. This dangerous cocktail can lead to the darkest of thoughts and tragically to irreversible actions. Turning the tide strategies for prevention. Preventing male suicide is not just a task, it's a mission that demands our collective effort, empathy, and unwavering commitment. It requires a multifaceted approach that addresses both individual and societal levels. Imagine a world where every man feels seen, heard, and valued. Public awareness campaigns are the lifeline that challenges the deep-rooted stigma surrounding mental health, urging men to break their silence and seek the help they so desperately need. We must forge a culture of compassion and understanding, where men can openly share their struggles without the fear of judgment. Picture a father and son breaking down barriers, or friends having a heartfelt conversation that could save a life. Training programs for healthcare providers, educators, and community leaders are the bedrock of this mission. These programs equip them with the knowledge and skills to recognize the often hidden warning signs of suicide risk and to provide the support that can make the difference between life and death. A call to action, breaking the silence, saving lives. Each one of us holds the power to change a life. Preventing male suicide is not just a duty, it's a moral imperative that binds us all together. Begin by immersing yourself in knowledge. Understand the gravity of the issue, challenge the toxic stereotypes, and become a beacon of awareness. Imagine a world where men feel safe to express their deepest fears and vulnerabilities. Creating these sanctuaries of open dialogue can be the difference between life and death. If you are a man grappling with the weight of the world, hear this. You are not alone. Many have walked this harrowing path and emerged into the light. Reaching out for help is not a sign of weakness, it is the ultimate act of bravery. It takes immense courage to seek the support you deserve. There are people who care deeply about you, who want to lift you up and guide you through the darkness. You are cherished, and your life holds immeasurable value. Speak to someone you trust, a friend, a family member, a therapist, or a doctor. Opening up can be the first crucial step towards healing and recovery. Remember, hope is not a distant dream, it is within reach. Help is available, and together we can create a ripple effect that saves lives. If this video resonated with you, please subscribe to Alpha Minutes and hit the notification bell. Your support is vital in spreading this life-saving message. Together, we can make a profound difference.